well.
Good evening.
Hello, guys. How are we all doing?
Welcome to Paranormal Shadows Investigations.
We're back. Hello, David.
Hello there. How are you doing?
Yeah, we're good. We're good. I can't believe it's been October since the last time we see you guys. And
That's madness.
it's just, what a year. That's all I can say. People are commenting already. Look, what long time coming?
Long.
Yeah, too long.
Too long.
I can't begin to tell you guys, like watching, just how much we have missed you guys, how much we have missed David, Luke, Karen, Steve, Dom. It's just been, it's crazy. It really is crazy. Hi Nettie, hi Sarah, hi Andrew, hi Paige, hi Helen.
Tyler.
Oh, hello Tyler. Oh, hello Darren.
Andrew.
Wow, all these names. Oh my God.
It's flooding back to you now, isn't it?
Oh, it really is. It really
You
is.
say it's been a long time, but I think it was it's possibly something we all needed for the right reasons.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think we're ready now with the positive news that's coming with that we're going to be soon allowed out. We will be live again very soon.
Yeah, we will.
Freed.
I'd like to get back out. I've really missed it. Haven't you, David?
It's been so weird being sort of cooped up in the evening, sort of like not really going out doing much. It's been... I'll tell you what, there's a light at the end of the tunnel, and I'm so excited to go back out. First of all, see you guys, because we haven't physically seen each other
Since
for
October.
a really long... Since October. It's been such a long time since we've actually seen anybody.
Yeah.
So just to even go out and see you guys would be fantastic. But to then go out and investigate is everything. I'm so excited.
I'm excited to get back into the readings. I want to get back into the readings, the live investigations. I want to arrange some meetups with guys. I'm just really, really excited. There's so much that we want to do. I mean, I've got a passport now for the first time in my life. So the world is literally my oyster.
Finally.
What have you guys been up to? Let us know what you've been up to. Hi Laura, how are you? Sue? Oh my God, all the old faces are coming back. Oh, we have missed you guys so much. I keep saying it, but we really have. I think Luke's joining us in a little while as well. Hi Kerry. How are you all doing? Yeah, we've got lots and lots of stuff coming up over the next, as soon as we can get out, we have loads of stuff coming up. We've got some real major investigations coming up. I've been messaged by so many people as well, David, that want private investigations. Yes, I have one lady who's got, she has a big house up in, I can't remember where it was now, somewhere near Oxford. She's got like a big 5-bedroom house that she lives on her own. And her son moved out because of all the disturbances in the house.
Wow.
Yeah, it was getting worse. It was getting worse. And she actually wants us to go up and investigate once we're allowed back out and the restrictions. She actually wants us to investigate. So,
Jamie,
yeah.
This last time we was at the Gunpowder Works.
Oh my God, yes, Jamie. Yeah, I remember that.
Night.
That was a really good night. I can't wait to go back there as well. So,
Luke will join us shortly.
Brilliant. Hurry up, Luke. I miss you. I really miss you. My partner in crime.
Oh dear.
So I've recently started work, full-time work, which is good. So hope to see you in Essex soon. I will be there, Kerry, with bells on. We can't wait. Seriously, we cannot wait. It's gonna be awesome. Absolutely awesome.
It's one of those things where it's been like, I love where we live, but I'm now so sick of it.
Oh,
I want to be anywhere but here right now.
Real soon, my lovely. We will be getting back into all that real soon, I promise you. We've missed you too, Tracy. We've missed everybody. Yeah, readings. We'll be doing readings again real soon. We'll be doing live investigations real soon. You know, that sounds amazing. Yeah, there's lots coming up. We can't wait.
Plus, we've got the to meet up with the Equilibrium guys, Kerry and Sarah.
Yes, yeah.
We're going to meet up with those at some point.
Our new sister group. We haven't forgot. It seems so long ago. I think when we spoke about that was back in September, wasn't it? Back in September.
Yeah.
We spoke about that. So yeah. So we'll definitely be there. Obviously, we've had a lot of loss over the last 12 months. Family members and friends. It's been quite a sad time, I think, not just for us, but for a lot of people. And
that was our main reason for stopping the lives, because we have no control over who comes through. And personally, for me, I was worried about a name coming through that was we trying to contact one of our viewers, maybe, or even, you know, a close relation or a friend. And we didn't want to risk upsetting people. I don't think it was worth us doing that and just upsetting the viewers or ourselves.
Yeah, it's been a tough year for everybody, and you know, it actually has been just over a year. I think it's a year last week, wasn't it?
The initial first lockdown was March of last year.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, so it has been a long time, and you know, let's hope that once the restrictions and everyone, you know, restrictions sort of diminish a little bit and everyone has their vaccines, we can all get back to normal.
21st of June at the moment is the date that we've all, you know, fingers crossed that we're all going to be able to start meeting up with people and relaxing a little bit.
And we want some of you guys to join us this year. We want to get out and about and get, you know, some of you guys to come on, because we have missed you all, and we'd love to see you all again, and we'd love, you know, for you guys to join up, you know, a night here and there to come and investigate with us. It would just be amazing, absolutely amazing. I am going to arrange, I think we're looking at arranging one event this year, just purely for people to meet up, have a good, you know, an investigation, see what's new, see what new equipment we've got coming up. Yeah, it's just gonna be mental, isn't it? It's just gonna be.
I hope so, because we had so many plans for last year, and it all got on hold. And we've taken a break from it completely. We just haven't done anything at all. We used to do it in our home. We just haven't done that, have we? We've not done anything at all.
No.
But now we're ready to go.
Yeah, definitely.
I don't even think some of the viewers know is that I think, what was it, a week or 2 weeks before lockdown came into the UK, the entire PSI gang was sat round a kitchen table for a good 3-4 hours, I would say, and we were hashing out literally everything we were going to be doing within that year. So I think the great thing is that when it hits June, we can just we've got a book full of ideas at this point that we can just run through. And I think
even more options this year, you know. So
oh yeah, still on about that passport, aren't you?
I'm so excited. My first ever passport. I am so excited. You know, one thing we have noticed, you know, during the lockdown, obviously we've been watching other paranormal teams, and someone said to me the other week, actually, you know, why have you sort of been so quiet? Well, not only, you know, because of all the loss and everything else, but because the amount of drama that's going on in the paranormal world at the moment. The amount of teams that are just having drama after drama after drama. Guys, we don't do that. We're not going to do drama. We understand people have their problems, and we try and keep it private. And one thing I did want to say is we don't want to get involved in that drama. So please, can stop people stop messaging us about and trying to get a reaction out of us regarding other people's drama. We're not involved, and we don't want to get involved. Simple as. We stay out of it. You know,
been there, done that. Don't give a shit.
No, you took the words right out of my mouth. You know, we are so carefree, we just want to enjoy ourselves. We want to enjoy what we do. We love what we do. We want to continue research. We've got so many experiments we want to try this year, haven't we?
Yeah, we touched on a few with the the heightened senses when we put headphones on, listen to white noise. We touched on a few of those, and we want to get more involved in that and get other people involved as well.
Absolutely.
And probably revisit some experiments from 30, 40 years ago, and just to see whether they're worth any more of our time in research. We're not just going to disregard it because it's 40 years old. We're going to try those things out.
Yeah, absolutely. Definitely.
What I will also say on our part as well is that over the course of the last 12 months, me and Luke have gone out and we've been able to collect some really, really fascinating paraphernalia and memorabilia, which when we go out on investigations, Shelley and Matt know exactly what me and Luke love when it comes to going out and investigating, and to have acquired some really special things over this last year as well. We're dead keen to get on with it and show you what these things are. So
that'd be like the stone tape theory, that whoever owns that piece that you thought may have some sort of attachment to it, or it could just be a tool that we can use to get spirits to communicate with us on a location if that piece that you've got is from the time period that something happened there. So yes, really looking forward to that.
Andrew said, have you made any more new gadgets? It's in the pipeline.
Well, I've got some stuff to build. I wouldn't say it's anything new. I'm not going to
we have got a few things we want to experiment with, though, haven't we?
There's always things you want to experiment with, but sometimes we can put so many hours into this stuff and then get no results. Can be disheartening, but it's all part of what we do. If we don't try something, we'll never know. So we might put hours and hours into an idea and then absolutely get nothing, but we'll do it anyway, just for the sake of trying.
No, Robbie, I agree. Scotland, it's going to be my first aeroplane. I am coming to Scotland. I have wanted to come to Scotland since I was a little girl. And I promised my husband the year he was 40, which has been this last year, I would get on an aeroplane. And my first flight will be to Scotland. I cannot wait. So if you can give us any tips on where we should go, haunted locations, I'd be very interested. Absolutely.
And if you got any questions for us, guys, about what our future plans are as well, or just sort of keeping up, let us know in the comments as well, because it's been so nice to see all some old, some new faces come along and pop a comment in. We want to, as much as we're very fascinating people, but Shelley could talk for hours, days, weeks, months, has done. We want to hear from you guys as well. I'm going to get in so much trouble after this.
Wow.
Thank you for everyone that has stuck about, though. I mean, we haven't been live for 6-7 months now, and you're all still there.
And the messages we get from people,
thank you.
Even now, the messages we get from people are just, it's awesome, absolutely awesome. Messages of support, it's just fantastic. And even new faces. I think since the Nick Roth live that we did with Nick when he joined us, even new faces have come about, and they're interested in what we do and how we work. So, thank you. It's all good. Luke, where are you? Come and join us. I can see you in the chat. I'm coming to Scotland. How about coming on the live first, Mush?
Shelley, just as a quick one, because you said you got your passport.
Yeah.
You're really, really excited.
Yeah.
So tell me, you said it was going to be your first flight.
Yes.
So where are you planning on flying from?
Little shit. It's all about the conversation we had yesterday. I'm coming from down here. I'm not going to travel to Manchester. I am not going to drive up to Manchester again. You little shit.
Oh, that's hilarious.
not
I'm going to drive 3/4 of the way there and fly the last quarter. Oh,
I only want a short flight.
That is Shelley. That is.
That's not.
It is. When you come, can we get a team up for a multi-group investigation? Of course, that's what we're aiming to do.
He says, Robbie says, I have loads of great locations I've booked the area of different faults for a private overnight investigation. Guests are encouraged to take part in all experiments. Awesome.
100%. That's exactly what we want to do. For years and years, we've worked towards bringing teams together and getting everyone to work as a team, not as individual groups that want to be famous for what they do. We just want to bring everyone together. The more people involved, the more success we'll have with finding out the afterlife. That's the whole idea of it.
Yeah, definitely.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we're very excited. We can't wait. Luke, where are you?
I might reveal something here. Luke sent me a picture as we went live, and he was wearing the most ferocious looking face mask I have ever seen.
Don't come on a man.
It scared me. And Matt tells us, when we do the intro, a little bit of tech news here for everybody. When we do the intro, if you're a guest on StreamYard, you have to mute your microphone, which was really good because about 45 seconds before we go live, me shouting, holy shit, would not have gone well as you were waiting for the live to come through.
Definitely not. Definitely not. Oh bless. Yeah, so any other questions? Anyone got anything else they want to say? Come on, Luke. Yes, Sarah, I agree. Luke Davis, where are you?
He's going to kill you for saying Davis.
Oh, sorry. Come on, Luke. Rob's just said it. I'm not.
An investigator. 35 years. Love working with other teams. We always learn from.
Yeah,
absolutely.
We're the same.
Love that comment, Robbie. That's exactly what we're about.
Yeah, that's perfect. Absolutely perfect. You know, we've done it for over 20 years now, haven't we? We've done it for over 20 years now, and we just absolutely love it. And the more people we can encourage to do what we do and help succeed in what we do, the better. You know, it's absolutely amazing.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Nettie's asked an interesting question.
One.
Have you guys watched the new series on Netflix, Surviving Death?
Yes, we started to watch it, didn't we?
Did we?
Yes. It's the people near-death experience. Remember?
Oh, yes, we did start watching that. Yeah.
Really interesting. Very interesting.
And I actually had a near-death experience myself many years back, and it actually made it, it got us talking, didn't it? Not that we're going to try and kill ourselves and try and have near-death experiences, but it's definitely something we'd like to do more research in and maybe talk to more people and get, do some case studies on it, I suppose.
Well, from the Netflix show, it definitely changed their minds on what happens when we do pass. Does our consciousness continue to live on, and our physical body just is left behind? I believe it is.
Yeah.
We will require a volunteer to choke voluntarily. So admissions are open.
Robinson, what's your best piece of old tech? I have an old Ouija board I made from a piece of 2,000-year-old oak.
Mm.
Wow, that is awesome. I think one of the best ever experiences we had, especially with
regarding tech.
Yeah, we believe all objects carry energy. And Matt made a spirit box one day, and this spirit box, everything that came out of it was so negative, wasn't it?
It was.
It was, everything was just negative, and we couldn't work it out. And then we was like, why would everything that comes out of this spirit box be negative, but everything that's coming out of a separate spirit box was, like angels, more positive stuff? And then we worked out where the wood came from. And it was actually from a very negative person that the wood came from.
Well, we said it's 200 years old. He did 200.
Yeah. Yeah, that was really interesting. We haven't used it since, have we? Because it was I don't know, it's just weird stuff we got from it. But
for me, it'd be the VFL. It's always
the VFL box.
The VFL box, which is using a 1950s radio cabinet with a video feedback loop. That's still my most interesting piece of tech.
Yeah, definitely.
100%.
Yeah, and I think we're going to be using that. What I'd like Matt to do is maybe try and make a smaller version of the VFL box and make it portable, so that we can take it out more on locations. And I'm hoping that when we do more indoor locations, which is what we are trying to do this year, we can use that more, just because of the experience we had with it last year. Do you remember, David?
Yes.
That was mind-blowing. That was absolutely mind-blowing. And when I watched clips back from that, I can't explain it. I just cannot explain it. The pictures, it was just crazy, absolutely crazy. So yeah, I'd definitely like to get that out more this year.
We're going to update it this year. I think it needs updating.
It does. It needs to be made portable as well.
Yeah, it's doable.
Lift some weights.
Maybe a smaller version of it, maybe.
Yeah, Robbie says he loves the Kinect. We do occasionally use one.
Yeah, we do.
We built one. We started using one about 8 years ago. It's okay as long as you're sensible with being aware that it will back out anything that's even slightly in the form of a human figure. So you have to debunk it a lot. But yeah, it's a good piece of kit.
Hello, my darling. How are you?
Hello. Good,
You're
you?
in bed.
I just got out of the bath.
You could have got dressed.
Nipples forever.
Oh, it's just good to see you. How are you? You all right?
Oh, yeah, you.
Yeah, we're really good. We're really good. It's good to see you. You're very quiet.
Well, I shouldn't be.
Yeah, Simon's asked quite a good question in the chat. I don't know whether you've seen it. From the time you've started and what you've experienced to now, have any preconceived notions you may have had on the paranormal changed, or have your personal beliefs changed?
Yeah, there's so much drama.
Yeah.
Yes. No, definitely from my side, yeah, because I came into it as a skeptic. Now I'm open-minded, but I still like to debunk. I don't like to jump to everything as being paranormal. I will rule everything out before I say it's paranormal, and then I'll start. Some evidence you can't deny.
100%.
What about yourself, David, Luke?
I came in as a skeptic. I got harangued into going onto my first hunt. But it's when you get, Luke was the one. But when you get evidence that you just can't explain away, because I'm one of these people who's like, I think we all are. It's really good in this group where we all try and find rational reasons to disprove what we've found.
Absolutely.
And when we can't find it, amazing, because all of a sudden,
what about this? Because we do that, you think our following would be bigger if we dramatised everything we caught?
Of course it would be.
Exactly. That's my fault. Because we do the debunking and we don't jump to everything as paranormal, people don't find that as entertaining. But that's just the way we like to work, unfortunately. Some people like it, some people don't.
What you got, Luke?
An old RAF cat badge.
Oh, wow.
This is some of the stuff that we
I'm not showing
have
you all
acquired.
because there's pictures of dead bodies from concentration camps.
Oh, wow. Oh, awesome. Look at those.
Gorgeous service medals.
Yeah, absolutely awesome.
I have some propaganda leaflets from Germany. I can show you them.
Well, exactly, Sarah.
Oh, wow.
That's what the Germans done.
Wow.
Well, this is just a selection.
There's so many pictures.
You guys, just so that the viewers know, you guys actually went over to Auschwitz, didn't you? Where the Jews were.
Yeah.
Yeah, we went to Krakow in October, just before actually Poland went into another lockdown, and we went to Auschwitz and Auschwitz-Birkenau, because you do the two as part of the tour. If you ever have an opportunity, it's not a fun time out, but it's such a necessary visit to make. You will not believe the level of detail they go into. And, for me, Jewish heritage, Jewish background was a real moment, I suppose, for me. I will tell us slightly funny story, just ever so slightly. This was Luke's birthday present. I should point it that way, actually. This was Luke's birthday present. So
No, it wasn't my present. It was just my birthday.
It was your birthday, but yeah, obviously we went because it was one of the things that we really planned. And I'm there, and it's very touching for me. It's unconfirmed that there may have been family or relatives that were there. And it's a very solemn place that you go to. You experience it all in. Luke may need to learn a little bit of volume control, because sort of about every 5-10 minutes, just as the tour guide was explaining something, he goes, "That's so cool." It's a bit like, read the room, Luke. Bless him. But he enjoyed it, didn't you, Luke?
Yeah. Matt and Shelley, I can hear Deep Voice saying stuff. I couldn't hear it before Luke came on. Oh, wow, that's awesome. You've gone very blurry, David.
Yeah, so I know. I think my camera's gone out of focus. There we go.
There you go. Oh, wow, that's cool. Look at that.
It's a Christmas card.
Ah.
And there's stuff in here, but I can't really show you.
No, not a good idea.
Keep it light.
What do you guys think? And I'm asking the viewers, what do you think should be, or where do you think our first investigation should be for our first live? We want you guys to let us know. We can't travel too far for the first one. It's going to have to be quite local to Kent.
I want to leave Kent.
Right?
I want to leave Kent.
Oh, so do I, but I don't think we're going to be able to till June. Let's be realistic. So I want to know where you guys think we should go. Even if it's a previous investigation that we've done, I'm quite happy to go back there. It's not a problem.
The stay home thing gets removed on the 29th of this month.
Exactly.
So we can go wherever.
It'll be stay local.
I am local. London's local.
We do not advocate breaching coronavirus regulations to go on bloody hunts.
No, we definitely won't be doing that. We definitely won't be doing that. But I do want to know, David Druidstone.
Trotterscliffe.
Is that something out of Star Wars?
Huh?
Is that something out of Star Wars?
No. Oh dear. I have missed you, Loki. I've been getting into trouble. I've just been naughty. What's that?
Try block light out.
Oh yeah, I can see it now. Victory. Oh, that's awesome.
It's from VE Day.
Yeah.
Diane said the gunpowder place was very active. I'd like to see further investigation.
Oh, 100%.
We want to do a whole night there, don't we?
Yep.
We want to set up camp there for the night and do a whole night there, purely because when we went there in September and we took some viewers there for an investigation.
Jamie was in the chat and Laura.
Yeah. It was honestly the stuff we experienced that night. We're finding every time we go back there, it's more and more and more. It's like they're getting used to who we are and they're getting more confident in communicating with us. I'm not so sure that it's I do think that the one on the bridge, I don't know, I think it's quite negative. So I think we'd have to prepare ourselves for that, definitely. Helen's put one of the new places we spoke about before lockdown. Yes, we will be doing it. We've got quite a few that we want to do, so I'm quite excited about that.
We might start doing some playtime stuff, exploring.
Yeah, yes, Matt, you want to come and sit back over here?
I can't get in camera, so there's no point.
Yeah. So what we would like to try and do as well, one of the other experiments that we want to try and do is to do some daytime stuff. Just because, yes, doing the nighttime stuff, it's scary. Doing the lone lives, it's scary. But we just want to prove that you can investigate during the day as well. It's not something that has got to be done overnight. They're always there, whether it's night or day. I think the nighttime adds to the intensity. Yeah, it does. Yeah, absolutely.
Has there been a method of spirit communication which has surprised you of how effective it was?
It's got to be the S box, isn't it? Spirit box. When we, the more we use the spirit box, the more and more we found that we were asking questions and getting relevant answers. We did, when we do spirit box sessions, we start off by asking questions that we know the answers to. And when you get the exact right answers and the right names, right dates, right places, you ask what town you're in and it tells you, that to me is just mind-blowing, absolutely mind-blowing. 100%. 100%. What's that say? Just got to mind daytime noise. It depends where you go, Sarah. It does depend where you go. And to be fair, a lot of the places we've been to, it's noisy whether it's night or day. So, yeah, it does matter. It doesn't. And a lot of our equipment as well is scientific, so it doesn't really matter where you investigate, if that makes sense. So, yeah. So, there's Roman ruins. Roman ruins in Horton Kirby too. Yeah.
Horton, here's a who. Horton, here's a who.
Horton who? That's a film.
I know.
You've missed us.
I have, very much. Very much. Yeah. I also, another thing that fascinates me as well, and again, I'd like to know, is the human mind itself. And what I mean by that is, when I've done readings, sometimes I've really surprised myself with information that I've given somebody. And I've also seen it with other people when they've done readings, and you watch people's reactions when you've given times, dates, and precise information. Because I'm a real believer that in the fact that it's not a gift, anybody can do this. Absolutely anybody. It's all about the parts of the brain that people haven't tuned into. Some of us have, some of us hasn't. So I want to do a lot more research on that kind of communication as well. So yeah. To the gentleman, big respect to the beard, man. So Claire says, my childhood home had activity and always happened in the day, never at night. Yes, and I believe a lot of, obviously we get lots and lots of messages from different people all around the world. And believe it or not, a lot of, especially for people with young children, a lot of the activity has happened during the day when the children are at school. Maybe they were just being sensitive to the fact the children were there. I don't know, or the children weren't there, should I say? And we've actually got pictures, haven't we, from a graveyard during the day using a full spectrum camera, and we've got someone standing at a graveside, like full on apparition. So yeah,
but it helps that I think children and pets can tune into the spirit world easier than most.
I think Karen's joined us. Hi, Karen.
Hello, Karen.
I think that's Karen. Says sorry, I'm late. It just says paranormal investigation, so I assume it's Karen.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I am a great believer in investigating during the day, and I want to prove that to our viewers. I want to prove that. Oh, there she is. See. Hello. I'd like to prove that theory. It's something that I just want to show people that you haven't got to do it of a night time.
There's something I want to try, and I've been wanting to do it for a few years now. It's, I've got a theory that spirit boxes, okay, my main line of research is audio, is that the mind is so powerful that sometimes when we're doing a session, we're asking questions and we're almost projecting our thoughts. Is it possible that we can project our thoughts and it comes through the audio? So rather than what we think may be spirit coming through, is it possible that the mind is powerful enough that whatever we're thinking is then coming out the box? So that's something else I want to try and look into, because I think it's possible that maybe we can, I don't know, maybe stare at a written word and see if that word can be projected to come through the box.
Yeah, that's a good idea, actually. Like Sarah says, like telepathy.
Yeah, exactly. As you said, the mind is so much more powerful than we know, and
it is.
There's so much more of the mind we don't use.
Absolutely, it is. There is. I mean, we can, to take twins, for instance. Their connection, their connection they have. Is it possible that if you spend a long time with somebody, or a certain amount of time with somebody, you can have what? What is that connection? Is it their energy you're picking up on, or it's just really interesting, isn't it?
It's
really
happened before.
Yes.
That has happened before.
Yeah. So yeah, it's definitely something we want to look more into and experiment more in. And if people have got ideas, let us know. We're happy to try it out. We really are. We really are.
Absolutely.
So Simon Lewis has just said there's the concept of mirroring. Tell me more, Simon.
As in audio manipulation spirit boxes, Simon?
Sarah's just said she's a twin and they're totally disconnected. Yeah, but then maybe I don't know. This is what I'd like to experiment. Is it because your other twin's not open, or it's like they say, children pick up on spirit. Children talk to spirit. Children are very what's the word I'm looking for?
In tune.
In tune, yeah. And as they get older, they lose that, don't they? They lose that spirit.
We don't use it though because they're educated to not believe. I think more society believes that there isn't an afterlife. Yeah. Although everyone of your experiences something, so is it through education that we're told to be true? Yeah. I'm not sure. I don't know.
Okay, very often I can hear other conversations on the background which are unconnected to the spirit you are talking to on the spirit boxes, yeah.
And you'll find as well when it comes to that, we'll also have that going on at the same time. The amount of times that Shelley or Luke, mainly you two, have just walked away from a particular experiment because something's happening somewhere else. Yeah. That was kind of... It kind of made you all look like you had very small attention spans, but actually you were going to something that was relevant to... Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, they're drawn to another place. Another, something else that's going on. Normally, it's a naughty spirit, isn't it, Luke?
I'm a good boy.
No, we're not. We're very naughty. So Simon says that twins can do the same actions and think the same at the same time.
Simon says, stand in the same spot.
So I did catch that. I will say, I think for Sarah's point as well, I'm a twin as well, and we're polar opposites.
Yeah.
I think it is one of those things about how connected are you together, twins, because you have shared, I suppose, the same mold and the same materials to some extent.
The same.
There is also that. We also shared the same house for 18 years, but here we are. But we're both very, very different people, so it is very, very interesting to see if you can try that.
So Claire says, I think we sometimes mould the words to fit to. That's why I don't like to know the history of a place until after the investigation. The problem that I have with that is
for upcoming lives we do.
Yeah.
At the moment, our format is we tend to get to the location, and then we'll do a couple of experiments, and we won't give any history until the end, or maybe even after we finish. Do the viewers prefer that we do that and not know the history of the location, or would you prefer to know the history before we start?
Yeah, that's definitely it's definitely something to look into, isn't it? Definitely. I just think the power of the mind. I know we use all this, and we've always been a scientific-based group, but I would like to work more on the power of the mind and to see how far we can push our minds and to what extent we can use them as far as communicating with spirit. I'd like to do more experiments, not just with readings, but maybe spend some time with just a complete stranger, someone I've never met before. Not really, it's going to sound harsh, but not even talking. Just maybe in a room for half an hour, just to see what we can pick up on each other. I mean, I pick up on a lot through presence anyway, but in a dark room, just two of us sitting there.
Or could you do that through maybe not seeing the person, but have a screen between you and see if you can read the person on the other side?
Yeah, that's a way. That's a good idea.
Keeps the 2 meter rule, I guess.
Yeah. Social distance reading.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Diane says, I'd rather not load the location until the end. Shows what you're doing is real then. The problem I have with that is a lot of locations that I go to, I like to know some of the history, not all of the history. But then even when we do know the history, when we get there, it's always something else we pick up on anyway.
Little Kids Company was a good example. We didn't go to communicate with
I was just going to say that.
the lady of Bluebell Hill.
No, we didn't.
It's close by, but we didn't go.
And we didn't know the story.
We didn't go for that reason, did we?
Well, we knew the story, but we knew a different version of the story. So when we investigated and we found out this story, and then we researched the story a little bit more and found out that actually the version that they gave us on the night was the right one, and we'd been told the wrong one previously. That was quite fascinating.
And it was done on the live, which always makes it better because what
I'd like to do is when I go there with David and Luke, we always get negative energies, and I want to know why.
No, wrong way. There we go.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. So
that's one of the devil's crosses. And then if we go up,
we're all getting a personal tour of Luke's body tonight.
Lovely.
And then obviously I got that.
Oh, okay. I might get on an aeroplane,
so
but I'm
probably why.
It was a big possibility, I suppose. Yeah, I'd like to test that theory as well, though.
Definitely.
And again, certain objects, definitely there's certain objects. You read a lot about these. You read a lot about these haunted museums. I really, really want to investigate haunted objects. I want to see if what these people are portraying to their viewers for entertainment purposes is real. If there's something really in it, and I guess in a way I know there is something in it because of the dolls that I've had previous. But I really want to push it to the limits this year. I'd really like to.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Stuff investigate. I want to try and get people through that.
Yeah.
I'm not
definitely.
turning it around.
Good.
Yeah, definitely. I think you need to give the basic history, but names and specific events I prefer not to be told. Yes, that's what I'm saying. So, like, when you go to a location, just to be told that there was a battle or whether there was a murder, but not know the specifics, if that makes sense. I must admit, I did find it very exciting when we go to a location. We pick up on somebody, we get specific times, we get specific dates, everything else, and then we find out afterwards actually what we found that night was true. If that makes sense.
Absolutely. Quite a few people freaked out by dolls.
I love my dolls. Oh my God, I so want to get them out. I'm not going to. I'll be good. They've been away for so long since we decorated the house. Oh my God, I do miss them. I'll get them back out. Yeah, definitely. I've actually got a new one that I want to do an investigation with, but that's staying in the cupboard for a little while. When you say you had dolls, if they were haunted, did you know they were haunted prior to acquiring them? Well, the story goes very quickly. I have a doll called Emily. I went to an antique shop with another team member, Karen. We went up to Leicester. We went up to Leicester. We went into an antique store, and there were so many dolls, and I love dolls, absolutely love them. And of all the dolls I picked this one up. She was probably the most scraggiest looking one there, but for some reason I was very, very drawn to her. I picked up so much love from her, even her name. I don't know, I was just drawn, and then we brought it home. And if you remember, David, we'd done the spirit box session, and because I'd named it Emily previously, hadn't I? And the minute we took the spirit box on, it came up with the name Emily. Do you remember?
That was, I will admit, probably one of the most uncomfortable.
Love it.
I was just uncomfortable. Like, I'm not a massive fan of. I get their use, but I'm just not a fan of dolls at all. And it's weird because Luke likes dolls but hates mannequins.
I don't like dolls.
All right, you don't like dolls. You hate mannequins. Every time.
I have a doll because it's a K2.
Then I actually stopped myself.
Because I keep coughing.
Sorry. For the first live, anyway. Sorry, Luke.
No, I'm not shopping on Ann Summers for dolls.
You read my mind, see? Thank yourself. Karen said Shelley has freaky dolls. Trust me, all I have. Claire says she did the Nottingham Haunted
Museum.
That's meant to say museum.
Yeah, I gathered that. Dolls proper freak me out. Oh, see, I love the dolls. Diane says that's horrible, Luke.
She's not wrong. She is not wrong.
There's nothing wrong with the dolls. Yeah, and that was the history of that doll. And we also, do you remember that doll we went to Hastings, Luke? And I was drawn to that. You showed me that doll first. Do you remember that really freaky thing? I've got to do an investigation. I've not done it yet. Robert. It's not Robert. I didn't call it Robert.
No, that's what I just called it.
No, it's not Robert. Fucking Robert. Sorry. No, it's not Robert. I haven't named it. I haven't done an investigation with it yet. That's really freaky. But again,
Hastings. It's called Hastings.
Oh, it's called Hastings. Okay, look. But again, with that doll, when you first showed me that, and there was something about it, there was that feeling. It was just, it's such an ugly looking cloth doll. But there was just that, I don't know, that really weird vibe from it. Really weird vibe from it. So yeah, that will be interesting. Simon says that's definitely not an Ann Summers doll.
No dolls that we own require inflating. It's not why we bought the pump.
I'm not saying anything. Right, guys,
What
you know, we've been live doing that. Loving the skulls on your wall, Luke.
That's. Oh, no. That's a death moth. They're scarab beetles. And then, yeah, my skulls.
Yeah,
Remarkably, not one has yet fallen off their hinges and twatted Luke over the head at 3 a.m.
No.
No, yet.
Not yet. Diane says, let me know in advance, Shelley, and I won't be watching that one. Oh, Diane. You've got to watch. You really have
We'll
got
go
to
to Diane's house and do it. I know where she lives.
That probably wasn't met with the threatening energy that you conveyed, but yeah, sure.
Oh, bless. So, guys, we have been live nearly an hour. We have only popped on to say hello and have a quick chat with everyone. And I want to thank everybody for joining us tonight on our live. We will be back real soon, next couple of weeks, maybe for another live, maybe have a special guest. Hopefully we'll be joined by some other team members. That'll be good as well. Hopefully we'll get to meet up soon, guys. I'm having that doll. I can't believe you got it in your bed, Luke.
That has all sorts of connotations.
Oh, yes. Simon says it's been a pleasure talking to you all for the first time. It's been a real pleasure. And in the next live, what I'd like to do is I want to put the link up so some of you guys can join Matt and myself, or Luke and David. Come on the live and have a real chat, you know, have a proper chat with us, have a face-to-face chat with us. Hopefully we'll be doing a live with Sarah and Kerry at some point as well. Pull its bloody head off. No, don't be so horrible. Oh my God. Lovely to meet you all. It's been a real pleasure. Absolute pleasure. What is that?
It's my crystal ball. It's an octopus.
Oh my God. Oh my God. He just gets worse, doesn't he? Bless you.
And if you're new to Paranormal Shadow Investigations, syringes, dolls, and all, please do drop us a like and a follow, and make sure to get notified as and when we do go live again, because it's been so good to jump on here with the crew, to speak to, as I said, speak to some old faces and speak to some new ones as well. And hopefully, next couple of weeks, when everything's sorted and Luke's got everything in order, then...
Especially his clothes.
Never.
It's been amazing. It's been so good to be back. Really has.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Thanks again, guys. Syringes, dolls, balls, and oh my, love my ass off. I'm saying nothing. Okay, guys, it's good night from me. You take care of yourselves.
Love and light to you all.
See you all later. Thank you.
Bye.